Let's go then. Perfect. Once again, let's switch over to warm and cold colors, and once again as well, welcome to everyone. This is the first game in the best of 5 series between VNA and Argentina A. So flags are correct, scoreboard is fine. Let me move it a little bit only. That should be fine now. Perfect. So what do we have here? For VNA, we have 3 legends playing. ACCM playing in blue. Say My Name or yellow playing in teal. And then we're gonna have Bacti finally playing in green. Versus Argentina A, which consists of Maxi, Arch, Tatakai, and then finally the winner of the Aspiring Experts Silver League, Mr. Aramis as well. So not too shabby. So we already have the first question over here. When is MBL going to play again? So MBL is playing for Outsiders, and Outsiders, I think it's going to be casted on Tuesday, so 2 days from now. So if you're looking forward to see Mr. MBL play himself, then yeah, for sure tune in on Tuesday from 18 GMT onwards. We're gonna have Mr. Demise Red casting Outsiders versus the other winner. Alliance, yeah. And then he's gonna be casting a different series as well. No problem, man. Let's get right into this game though. Bacti already noticed a boar here from Maxi, but he's not gonna try to lame. What is the situation on the other flank? ACCM probably not gonna be able to lame, as Aramis is already gonna be taking the boar. So for civilizations this time around, the first map, which is Arabia, it's gonna be Britons, Franks, and Ethiopians for Argentina A, and they are gonna be against Britons, Franks, and Inca. So Ethiopians for Team VNA, and then we have Britons, Ethiopian for Team Argentina, then we have Britons for Team VNA. And both pockets are gonna be playing Franks as well. One of the things that I really like about the tournament is that you get to pick your civilization, and oh, we see the first bit of action over here as ACM's gonna try to lane the board, but I think he hit it only once. So the bot actually went back. So yeah, being able to pick positions, you can go for the strongest civilizations that you can get, right? So you don't have to bank on RNG being on your side. And that is how we get both pockets playing with Franks or a different cavalry civilization in the next games probably. And then we have both flanks playing with archers, and man, ACCM is not paying that much attention over here. He already took 2 free hits from the boar. Well, he is laming over here Aramis, and then we have Maxi being lamed over here. So in the south, it seems like ACCM started paying more attention now, so he probably will not want to lose that scout. And over here, apparently, Bacti is also going to be able to successfully lame Maxi, so that means that we're going to have the Argentinian team with 2 boards less to work with. So instantly, what you would recognize from a situation like this would be the other players going forward and trying to take the second board from their opponents. Where's the second board over here? Ah, yeah, second board for ACCM is not in a very good spot for Aramis to try and take it. And then the second board from Bacti is actually in an alright position for Maxi to try and take it. But Maxi is back. Is he pushing deer? Yeah. He's not gonna try to lane, he's just gonna go for the deer. Which is fine. You can kind of get back taking deer. But then if your opponent goes for deer as well, it can be certainly not in your favor. However, that's very unlikely. Usually if you get the board, you don't really push the deer. Like if you lame the board from your opponent. Let me know as well if everything's alright, if the volume is okay, game volume, my voice as well, music, background music. And for everyone who is joining just now, if you do !raffle in chat, you're gonna be participating for 3 months. Oh! That is actually not correct. It's gonna be you're gonna be participating for a free copy of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. Bot was wrong. I didn't broadcast yet. All 6 players are already going up. First guy is gonna be Say My Name, surprisingly, so we're gonna have both pockets actually leading on up times. Going up on 20 populations, straight to scouts. And then all 4 flanks are supposed to be going for archers. However, do we have a barracks up here even for Aramis? He doesn't have a barracks. What is the situation for Maxi? He's going for 1. Bacti is going for 1 as well. ACCM already has 1 up and he's gonna be going forward. So Incas are a fantastic civilization for trushing. And if you combine your Thrush with Men-at-Arms as well, that can be super tricky to fight against, because villagers getting affected by blacksmith upgrades for infantry units means that your villagers are going to be tankier, they're going to be packing a punch. And also 15% cheaper stone cost for buildings means that they can build more towers with the same amount of stone, or they can build towers for cheaper. Anyway, this is bad news for Aramis. He's gonna try to fight with villagers over here, and he's got support from Tatakaya, but now he's gonna spot the militias and he's got to go back. There is no way that he's gonna be fighting this. He needs to go back. He needs to go back. There is no way. We have the Eagle Scout, we have 3 militias, soon to become Men-at-Arms as well. And yeah, this is bad. Now these are Men-at-Arms, and that villager is gonna be going down. That's gonna be the first villager loss in the game, going in favor of ACCM. Archer range coming up, so we saw the barracks coming up in the south, and the first tower coming up from ACCM as well. So Aramis is gonna be able to get this one up for sure. But it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a great position to be in, even if he manages to get a few archers out. He already got pushed away from the goal, and keep in mind that the secondary goal for Aramis is all the way to the south over here, kind of far away. I think the third goal is towards Tatakai's base. Actually, it's closer to Tatakai's base than his own. So this is bad news. And this is a very good map reading as well from ACCM. In the north, though, we don't really have a lot going on just yet. Becht has been going for some archers as expected, and then we have Maxi going for a few archers himself. So military numbers are looking in favor of Bechti, but we still don't have an engagement. Over here, back in the south, though, ACCM getting the second tower up. That gate's gonna be keeping Aramis safe-ish for the time being. He's going for his own tower. Oh man, but this is a situation you really don't want to be in. These units now, the Men-at-Arms have support from yellow scouts, so Tatakaya scouts are not gonna be enough anymore. There's 1 villager going down for Aramis as well. Could have been another villager, but I think the woman walked away from the tower on her own. I don't think Aramis microed this one. So he was kind of lucky that she didn't die, but he is already a little bit behind. 2 archers going down. Things are looking rough. Things are looking rough. Aramis' economy is pretty bad. Yellow's got more scouts over here than Tatakai. And the HP pool is actually looking in favor of Teal as well, as he adds the sixth scout. Tricky situation. In the north, not a whole lot, but we have these archers from Bechti already out of the archery ranges, so we might see some action over there. We are gonna keep an eye on it. But for the time being, most of the action going on in the south. And that tower, it seems like it's not gonna go up Aramis certainly would not benefit from trying to force that one up, especially with the villagers being as low HP as they are. He does have another lumber camp over here from which he can take some wood, but once again, he's been shuffling his villagers around. And ACCM, with these 5-4 villagers, he's been untouched back at home. He's gonna start going for some archers himself, and his economy has been a lot more efficient. We have an engagement going on over here. Tatakai versus Yellow Scouts over here. HP pool is looking in favor of Tatakai as well as the military count. But Teal's not gonna want to engage. It's a very nice army control over here as well. We are in a position where VNA is already kind of starting to take map control, certainly denying one of Argentina's team members of their own goals is a big deal. And actually that was the secondary and the third goal from Aramis, my bad. This one is from Tatakai. But there is a chance to get back into the game over here for Aramis. All the villagers from ACCM are kind of exposed. One of them is going to be going down, but Aramis so far, I think he's lost like 3-4 villagers. His KD is pretty bad, man. 1 to 2. They're gonna manage to surround this tower, and they should be getting it down. But there's a weak villager over there. And these villagers from ACCN, let's see if they go down or not. This has been an incredible nuisance for Aramis for sure. Now, Bactis get a solid number of archers over here, as well as a few skirmishers that he's going to be going forward with. Maxi doesn't really have a whole lot of units left. And this is what I was afraid of. ACCM managed to get away with it. He lost a single villager and now he's going back with everything. And the tower, these scouts left this area before the tower went down. So now Aramis got idle villagers over there. These scouts are not taking the villagers from ACCM. And the blue player now got, yeah, he's got a few spearmen over there. He's got archers with fletching as well, so those scouts are not going to be able to engage anymore. And even though they managed to push ACCM away from Aramis base, I would say the damage has been done. And I am not really sure if there's a way back here for Argentina. Let's take a look over here in the north. There is this engagement between Bacti and Maxi. The KD is looking in favor of the green player, so it seems like Maxi has been taking a bad fight. So the exact opposite KD. Remember that these guys are also trying to micro with probably like 200 ping. From Argentina all the way to Vietnam, it's not very close. So we are most likely not going to see a lot of micro-intensive tactics over here. Yeah, if they cannot get a decisively good engagement, they are just not going to go for it. ACCM coming back with the same 4 villagers. He's not even, he's not even exchanging the villagers for healthy ones. He's gonna come back with the same guys and he's gonna drop another tower. This is gonna be so annoying for Aramis, man. Another villager going down as well, and he's gonna lose this one because he's probably not paying attention to the HP of the villagers. And that tower is gonna be getting denied at 50%, which means that he's already sunk half the cost of the tower, which is not even, oh my god, another villager going down, which is not even that cheap when compared to ACCM's tower cost. These scouts from Tatakai most likely not going to be able to break through. ACCM's paying attention over here as well, so it's going to be repairing the palisade wall. And we already have the first player in Castle Age, as Yellow is going for chain barding armor and sending the first few knights forward. So these guys are going to be supporting back these archers, and the military numbers are looking very, very healthy for VNA. We have 5 military units from Say My Name, but that is knights, so it's a very high quality unit. Then back T. Once he hits Castle Age, which is going to happen in any second now, there we go. It's going to be going for crossbow. And for Briton crossbows, they're going to be getting 1 extra range in Castle Age. 2 extra range in Imperial Age. So that means that this army is also going to be better than Max's choice. Until Maxi gets the crossbowman upgrade. Which back T is on the lead with. There we go. Crossbowman upgrade has been researched for green. Oh my god, that's a lot of villagers. 2 villagers going down so far. That's a lot of exposed villagers, and I think he could potentially take like 5 villagers down if he wanted to trade his army for it, but it's probably not going to be worth it. They're going to want to hold on to their advantage. So over here in the north, we certainly have an advantage for green and teal. Then in the south, we have a lot of pressure from blue onto red space. We already have 4 players in Castle Age. Now, Aramis is going up and ACCM is going up as well. Aramis is going to be going up a little bit sooner. But is that going to be enough? Aramis is on 43 villagers. ACCM is on 43 villagers as well. But he already has wheelbarrow, which Aramis does not have. So realistically, ACCM is like 2 villagers ahead. At the very least, actually even more, because he's 1 villager ahead. Yeah, it's about 3 villagers ahead, I think, accounting for wheelbarrow. HP poll looking in favor of the Argentine team, however they are gonna choose not to engage so far. When Aramis gets to Castle Age, he's gonna need to do something about this. He's already gonna be cleaning this tower up. He's already taking the gold back, but he's gonna need to do something about this, He cannot really let ACCM keep crawling back into his base and denying more and more resources. Nice little hill situation over here for VNA as well, taking the hill advantage and camping that. So Argentina actually cannot take a fight until they knock the Vietnamese units out of the hill. Surrounds over here, and it seems like this might be the fight that Argentina was needing so badly. And hello, Mr. Zion Mainframe. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome everyone as well. This might just be what Argentina was needed. If they can get a proper trade over here and clean most of VNA's army up, they're going to be in a fantastic position to start putting pressure onto Bakhti's base. This is very exposed. There's only archers over here for green, so he does already have ballistics, which Maxi at this point in time does not have. But yeah, this is kind of sloppy. That is kind of sloppy. Tatakai is going to be taking a lot of damage over here. Another archer range coming up. So you have the Briton War over here. Then in the south, once again, more towers coming up from ACCM, and now Maxi is getting pushed back by a huge amount of crossbows from blue. Not even the hill is going to be able to help him now, especially as he does not have ballistics. ACCM is getting a leather archer armor as well, which is going to give his archers +2/+2 defense. And Maxi does not have that yet. In the north, things are looking a little bit better for Vietnam right now. This is the first game, yes. So you're just in time. Oh man, and just when Argentina was looking like they were gonna take a good fight in the north, yellow comes here with a huge amount of knights, and they get pushed away. So Max is gonna have to come back, and the KD, which was in his favor, is now unfavorable for him. Just for a little bit though, so not too much. And Aramis' economy is still abysmal. Very inefficient, very little gold miners, a lot of idle villagers. Not enough resources to get units out. He does not have any protections over here, so he's gonna be losing villages. He noticed, fortunately. But blue already has ballistics as well, so it's gonna be harder for armies. Who's been kind of lagging behind in upgrades. It's gonna be harder for him to pull his villagers away safely. We can see already VNA kind of drifting away in villager count, getting about 20 extra villagers, 25. Twice the military numbers. And yeah, man, that is how it is. You see, in these type of games, 3v3s, especially high levels, you already know what each player is going to be going for. If you had an Inca player as your opponent, you're already kind of expecting towers, so Aramis was expecting the towers, and he actually went forward and tried to be proactive about it, tried to defend beforehand. But it was not good enough, and I think the difference in skill level for these players really shows up in the small things. So VNA has been taking better fights, they made better decisions, they've been roaming around the map. And it's just the little things adding up. KD was about the same for Maxi, now it's, yeah, it's not as good. 1 to 2, 1 to 1.4. It's like you already know that your opponent's gonna be going for knights and crossbows, and you're gonna try to do the same, right? And it's very unlikely that we're gonna see a unit switch mid-game until you're going to like late Imperial Age and you get resources, extra resources to actually change technologies, switch technologies and go for a different unit. But these guys are so good. VNA, Suomi, SY, Secret Outsiders, of course. A few other teams as well. They just make cheap damage. A little bit over here, a little bit over there, and it adds up. Now they have the villager lead, they have the military lead. We have 2 players on their way to Imperial Age as well, which for Argentina is not even a possibility right now. None of their players is in a position to click up. At least not anytime soon. So we're gonna need kind of a miracle. Also remember that the only discrepancy that we have between both teams in terms of civilizations is that one is playing with Inca, the other one is playing with Ethiopian. So Aramis could potentially bring Shatter Warriors if he wanted to. He could potentially raid with those. Ethiopian archers are technically better than Inca archers, but he's falling behind the numbers now in a way that I'm not really sure if he's going to be able to come back. He could potentially bring Shatter Warriors, that is what I think could bring some value from the Ethiopian player. But that is a tall order, of course. You need a castle, it's very, very lot, a huge amount of resources that they don't really have right now. And to be honest, I don't think that'll be even enough, of course, because Tatekaya's got a huge amount of knights over here. But the yellow's already in Imperial Age, so Tatekaya's gonna try to force a fight before these units become Cavalier, but once they become Cavalier, I think it's gonna be pretty much game over. Without an Imperial Age player in Argentina's team, they're not gonna be able to go for Halberdier even. Pikemen are not really going to be that effective against Cavalier anymore. And yeah, numbers here, without a Cavalier upgrade even, are looking better. So much better for yellow. And I think this is probably the game deciding fight. It's most likely gonna be going in favor of VNA. And the GG has been called. They know. They know what's up. So there we go. We have a small issue with capture rate and the upgrades over here. I'm gonna fix that now. So sorry about that, but it was a good game. I think Aramis did a good job reading the strategy from the Inca player. Unfortunately, execution for defenses was not as good. Then what can you say about Bacti and Yellow? Well, they played this very well. They read the situation very well. I think game sense is definitely on point for the VNA team. They knew exactly when to attack, when to hold on, when to mass army, and when to strike back and take in fight after fight. favorable trade after favorable trade. Taking, of course, the first game. So give me a quick moment. I am going to fix the scoreboard. We're gonna go back. Second game being played in Ireland. Let's see. Alright, okay. Welcome everyone. This is the second game of the series in the best of 5 between Argentina A and VNA, Vietnam Legends. Let me switch to warm and cold colors. There we go. And that's gonna leave us with the same situation that last game, actually, as both teams are going to be keeping, for the most part, they're going to be keeping their colors. So this time around, Islands is the map that Argentina A has picked for game number 2. Remember that whoever loses the current game is going to pick the map for the next game. Each team has drafted 2 maps as well, so they're going to have a map pool of 4 maps to choose from. Also, teams are not only limited to their own map selections, they can also pick from the drafted maps from the other team for the next game, if they lose, of course. So taking a look at the players, Maxi is actually going to be on the right flank, then we're going to have Tatakai on the left flank. We have Aramis playing as the pocket, and it's going to be Italians, Malay, and Vikings, respectively. Then we are going to have for VNA the pocket, who's going to be ACCM. Right flank's going to be Say My Name or Yellow, and left flank's going to be Bacti. So Bacti versus Tatakai, and this is Malay versus Malay. It's going to be very even. I think in a situation like that, usually you would give the upper hand to the best player, and I think we could all agree that Bacti is probably the best player on average here. I am not completely sure about Tatakai's skills on water, but Bacti is a very good player in all sorts of map. Maxi, on the other hand, is going to be facing Yellow, and it's going to be Mongols versus Italians. So what do we have here? Italians are going to be getting cheaper H research costs. So going up to Fuel H, Castle H, and Imperial H is going to be 15% cheaper for them. They are also going to be getting 15% cheaper ships, if I'm not mistaken. 50% cheaper technology costs as well for dogs, so that's gonna be nice. Then for the Mongol player, hunting bonus of 50% faster working hunters, 25% faster shooting cavalry archers, and 30% more HP on light cavalry and hussars. So that's going to be the differences between both civilizations. And Italians are, of course, going to be regarded as a better water civilization. So we're going to have to see if Yellow is going to try to take advantage of the hunting bonus to go up to Fuel H a little bit faster than the Italian player, and then hopefully do something with that. He's going to have to, because the longer the game goes, the better it's going to be for the Italian player, at least on the right flank. Then both pockets are going to be Vikings, which means that they're going to be able to potentially get away with fast castle and then bring some longboats into the equation, which is going to be very, very important for water control. A little bit sloppy over here, taking a little bit of free damage. Oh man, and that bowler is not that great even. Very unfortunate. Always catching Aramis when he's doing something weird. Villager count, about the same for everyone pretty much. And yeah, oh man, Yellow's gonna be going up super fast, and what is he going to do? That is the question. Notice that he's the only player trying to rush Fuel H. Everyone else is probably trying to aim for fast castle. And I'm not really sure if Argentina should see this coming. If they saw this coming, is there anything that they could do? Well, Italians are not going to be able to get as much food as fast. And they really want to go for the fishing ships because of getting cheaper fish. Fishing ships 15% cheaper. But at the same time, he should be expecting the Mongol play. I mean, why would you go for Mongols on a water map if you didn't try to go for fast fuel? what is yellow going to do? I think he's probably gonna try to land, maybe. Oh, he already has a transfer ship. He didn't even go for a second fishing ship. Oh man, does Maxi expect any of this? He has no idea. Taking a look at his scouting information, the ships are on the other side, and he didn't take one to try and go forward and see what the Mongol player was up to. As a matter of fact, wait a moment. I think they don't even know where the other players are. They know that there's a Mongol player. They probably were expecting the Mongol to be pocket, because right now Tatakai has no idea who is over here, and hence which civilization he's gonna be using. Oh, Maxi is kind of expecting something. They know that the Mongol player is gonna try to do something. They just don't know where he is. And yeah, that's gonna be 2 villagers in a scout. So at the very least, the yellow player here is going up already, but the stable is coming up from yellow. Oh man, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. This is very smart from yellow. And we already have a landing over here in the south as well from Tatakai onto back T. Oh man, I really don't know about this. I think I am kind of afraid that yellow is going to be able to do something over here that Tatakai is not going to be able to do to back T. And back T already spotted these units. He already knows about this. He already knows about this. At this point in time, Maxi is in the dark, pretty much. Now these are 2 scouts, which is going to be very, very bad for yellow. For the yellow player. We have the 3rd scout on the way, and he's gonna spot those units now. He's gonna be able to get a quick walls up. Yeah, he's kind of panicking a little bit. I think he's probably gonna lose the villager. Yeah. Oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. He needs to go for the walls over here maybe. Try to prevent the scouts from roaming around freely. And that's gonna be, yeah, 1 villager down already for the yellow player. 4 idle villagers. He already spotted the towers as well, and he's doing a fantastic job. Over here, Tatakai is gonna be dropping his own tower and pushing back his villagers away, so that is nice. But is it going to be enough? Back is already getting the archer range up, so these archers are not gonna be living too long. And pikemen, of course, or spearmen are going to be getting countered by skirmishers as well, so skirmish is going to be the unit to go for the blue player. And this is super rough. Taking a look at the rest of the island over here for the yellow player. The other gold is over there as well, so he's not going to be getting access to gold anytime soon. And we have an archer range coming up as well, so that's going to be complementing the scouts. Defensive tower on the way for Bhakti, so he's doing a little bit of a better job. I think just from the fact that he managed to spot these units before they went forward, before they did major damage, is a huge deal. So different from what the situation looks like here for Maxi. We could see a tower coming up here. I'm not really sure if he would be able to do anything. And now he even walled his own villagers in while trying to go for the quick wall. So that is very, very unfortunate. And I think the difference in skill level kind of starts to show up in these little things, as I was saying the last game. Just execution is overall a little bit better for VNA in almost every regard. By the way, for everyone, I just want to say that for the raffle, subscribers are going to be getting twice the luck. So keep that in mind. But everyone's still gonna have a chance, so do ! raffle and you're gonna be joining for a chance of winning a free copy of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, which is coming out November 14th. So we are very close to it. Oh man, the transport ship, even from Say My Name, transport a few scouts over here, and he's doing damage not only to Maxi, but now also to Aramis. This is doing so much freaking damage. And over here, on the left-hand side, Tataka is gonna be getting that tower up. That's gonna be nice, but he's not really gonna be denying any resources. And we already have a defensive tower up here from the yellow player. These archers should be pushing the villagers away, and yeah, Argentina's landing, unfortunately, not going as smoothly as VNA's. Gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed because I'm an Argentinian myself. But you gotta be realistic, I guess. And yeah, definitely it's looking so much better for VNA. Say My Name's military base is pretty much on Max's island. Now fishing ships from Tatakai also getting pushed away by a fire galley. These scouts are still doing damage, and I think they took another villager over here. Nikab is not playing for Argentina in this particular tournament. Maybe in the Nations Cup. He is playing for Outsiders, which is an AM variant, if you will, together with MBL and Fire. I think that the guy could potentially get that tower up, but it's already too late at this point. I don't think it's going to accomplish anything. Market's on the way for back T, and yeah, he's got good defenses over there. Longboat's already on the field for ACCM. Aramis being the only player in Castle Age from the Argentinian team. What is he going for? He's going for longbows, spearmen. He got the second TC up. We are getting the second TC on the way for ACCM. And then everyone else is sticking to one TC only. More units being transported over. So Say My Name is gonna be switching the aggression over to Aramis base. Now the purple player should be well protected over here. He's got enough garrison space inside that TC to garrison pretty much everyone, but this area is kind of exposed. And against the archers and the spearmen are not really going to be able to do a whole lot, so we're going to have scouts, spearmen, scouts, skirmishers, and archers over here from green. Left hand side we see the small army of longboats going forward from ACCM. And Tatakai are really struggling to do anything with the towers. Back at home, Aramis is gonna find out about these archers right now, as he's gonna be losing the first spearman. These archers already have fletching as well. And resources are looking quite solid for Say My Name, so he might be able to go out to Castle Age very soon. And getting crossbows is going to be such a huge deal. Who is in the Turkey team? We don't have a Turkish team. Wait a moment, do we? Yeah, I don't think we have a Turkish team. Oh, 2 villagers going down for armies. And also Argentina A is just a team name that they chose to go for, but this is not, we are not locking teams to have only members from the same team, from the same country, sorry. So Outsiders, for instance, has an Argentinian, a Norwegian, and a Brazilian player. Yeah, the longbow doesn't have enough range. And these longbows over here, longbows from ACCM, are going to be taking these from armies probably. You can even see the micro over there looking a little bit better for ACCM, who's been landing more shots than Aramis. Left hand side, still nothing from Tatakai. He actually tried to get the villagers back, but now he is getting pushed by the fire galley. Almost losing a villager over there. Castle H is on the way for green, is on the way for Maxi and Tatakai, so that's going to be bringing 3 out of 4 players still in Fuel H up to Castle H. The only player left in Fuel is going to be Back T, if I'm not mistaken. But he's going to be able to click up in probably the next 2 to 3 minutes. What is Say My Name gonna do? Playing as Mongols, he's got quite a few choices. He could potentially go for light cavalry. He could potentially go for cavalry archers. At this point in time, he does not have enough stone, but if he wanted to go for Mangodai, that could potentially be very good as well. So now Tatakai is in Castle Age. Where is he going to be going for? His villagers count. His villager count is very low. And he is getting landed by Bacti as well. If Bacti gets down here, he could potentially take a few villagers. Oh, going for elephants. Okay, those archers not going to be able to do a whole lot against this. Not a whole lot, unfortunately, for the red player. Just getting villagers. He doesn't even have enough resources to go for a second TC, so going out to Castle Age felt like kind of disappointment over here for red. Cannot boom, cannot produce a lot of army. He doesn't really have water presence, especially when ACCM is around here. He lost a forward villager before he could get the stables up. Imperial H on the way for ACCM, and Bacti on his way to Castle H. Man, what a game this has been for VNA. I think probably the MVP is going to be Say My Name, who managed to get a few villagers over here in Dark Age. Finally, when going out to Fuel Age, managed to get the stable up, do a lot of damage to Max's economy. Then even transport some military units over to Aramis base and do damage over there. Now, Say My Name's got some knights over here that Maxi really cannot fight against. And then in Imperial Age, we're gonna have Cavalier, we're gonna have elite longboats. And options are running out for the Argentina team. I think we're probably... yeah, we're probably gonna go over the point of no return over here for Argentina. They've just been taking way too much damage, and it's a similar situation to Arabia in the first game as well. Cheap damage over here, over there, messing up the little advantages. And now the villager count is going to be 24 more villagers for VNA, over twice the amount of army. And Tatkai can push Bacti all he wants over here, but he's still on 42 villagers, while Bacti got the castle up over here, getting the second TC up over there, gonna be booming and producing military units at the same time, or at the very least, booming with 2 TCs, still gonna be getting a villager lead. And Tatakai is just autopiloting right now, I feel like. Finally got enough resources to go for a second TC, but he's so far behind. Aramis cannot bank on Tatakai to ask for help, which means that he's gonna be getting pushed by Say My Name, and he's also gonna have to fight against ACCM on water. ACCM is the only player from VNA who is really going for water units for Navy. And Aramis also being the only player from Argentina to go for Navy. He doesn't really have that much. He's on 16 against 34 from ACCM. So things are looking fantastic all over the board for VNA. Elite longboat on the way, bracer coming up as well. So these units are, yeah, I'm not really sure. I think If he manages to surround Aramis's base, I honestly don't see a way back here for Argentina. I kind of feel it for them though, because I talked to one of their members and he was really happy because they were preparing some special maps and some special strategies, but it feels like Yellow kind of playing out of the box caught them off guard. So this is very likely going to be a 2-0. Did he reinstall Capture It or something? My bad, hold on. There we go. That works now. ACCM is having an easy boom eco as well, yes. He's a 93 villagers. At this point, unmatched by anyone else. Max is trying to get a villager lead though. He is on 4 TCs. Getting the university up now. Army is going out to Imperial Age and so is Bacti. That is going to leave us with 2 players in Imperial Age. From VNA, only 1 from Argentina. And while the forward from Yellow has been long neutralized, this is still not a good spot for Argentina to be in. These are regular longboats versus elite longboats. Of course, going to be going in favor of ACCM. He's got elite longboats over here as well, and he's doing exactly what we were saying. He is surrounding Army's eco. Army was trying to get a few docks over here to try and reinforce his navy production, but not gonna manage to. And as long as ACCM stays uncontested in water, he's gonna be able to surround everyone's economy, and that is going to deny so much real estate for Argentina that I am not really sure what to think. Now, Max is going out to Imperial Age as well. He's getting War Galley upgrade, so it's gonna be 2 and 2 players in Imperial Age. But we already have Bacti, who's gonna be going for Galleon. So we're gonna see fire ships and Galleon and elite longboats against only longboats from Argentina. From a player that cannot really keep producing as much anyway. Imperial Age on the way for Yellow too, so that is going to make the 3rd player from VNA hit Imperial Age before the 3rd player from Argentina. Everywhere you look in the minimap, blinking dots are all in Argentina's side of the map. This is definitely going in favor of Yellow. Castle's coming up over here, so that is going to deny production from these docks. So that was probably a little bit sloppy from Maxi. But can he do anything? Well, in Imperial Age, if he goes for chemistry, now Tatakaya is also going up. If he goes for chemistry and goes for Cannon Galleon, he might be able to get the castle down if he manages to get a few trebuchets out, although he does not have a castle yet. He is taking some stone, but he doesn't have one yet. But then, how does he protect the Cannon Galleon? How does he protect the trebuchets from the longboats? He can't, really. You know, say my name is green, not yellow, right? I know. Just for everyone who is not aware of it, say my name is actually well known as Yellow. I mean, Yellow used to be his username. So it might be getting confused. I know. I'm gonna stick to say my name in teal, and then I'm gonna stick to Maxi as yellow. That makes sense. Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. That was a little bit confusing, I must admit. Sorry about that to everyone. And yeah, SCCM getting a castle up here, taking full control of both neutral golds. The other neutral gold or secondary gold over here, I'm not really sure whose gold it is on the back. So it's very close to VNA's base. I don't think Argentina is going to be reaching that area of the map anytime soon. So this beautiful, beautiful map control from the Vietnamese team. 4 archery ranges coming out from the Mongol player, so we know what that means. Bracer on the way, conscription, ballistics even. And Army is in for a rude awakening. He's not gonna be prepared to deal with this at all. That's even gonna be 5 archery ranges, Jesus. Say My Name is playing this out of his mind. Definitely MVP if you ask me. Crossbows on the way, so he's gonna be going for arbalists, even not cavalry archers. Which is alright, Mongols do get arbalist. If I'm not mistaken, they don't get ring archer armor. But besides that, they get everything. They get bracer, thumb ring. So it's fine. He's already on chemistry if I'm not mistaken. And a forward castle coming up. I just don't see a way back for Argentina. And I am sorry to say that because I'm an Argentinian myself. But it is what it is, man. VNA's been playing this very well. They are super dominating now with close to 60 extra villagers. Over 100 extra military units. And there is nothing from Aramis at this point in time to stop that castle. He is getting close to having enough resources to get a castle himself, but then he doesn't have anything to defend the villagers from these arbalists. Now these knights are being used as well. Got one conversion, but I think he lost a few villagers. And of course, Mangonels are not really going to be that good against Arbalest. ACCM's core is as much as everyone else's in Argentina. Yeah, man. Feels bad. It's a rough position to be in. I really value that Argentina really tried to come back. They didn't go for an early GG. I think they probably dragged it out a little bit. But there's no way for them to know what the villager count and the military count is for VNA, right? I mean, we had a player with 4 TCs over there. There is no way that he is expecting VNA to have more villagers than him. But it is what it is. And the second game is going still in favor of VNA. So guys, we're gonna jump into the third game. Remember that after the series, we are gonna be giving away one free copy of Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. And we are not gonna have another series today because Secret versus Denmark was not played. They failed to find a proper time for both teams to play. So Denmark decided to resign and grant the admin win to Secret, who is moving over to the round of 8, which is going to be casted on Tuesday and Thursday of this coming week. So in 2 days from now, we're going to have the first 2 series. Then on Thursday, we're going to have the next 2 series. Then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to have both semifinals and the grand finals, which are going to be played live. So I hope everyone's looking forward to that, and we have some fantastic teams over here. Really, I am really looking forward to it myself. Especially after seeing all of these teams in round 1, like completely clean sweeping everyone else. It's going to be a very interesting quarterfinals week, and it's going to be a very interesting semifinals, and of course, very nice finals. Back to going for harbors. Alright, man, let's switch over to the third game. And there we go. Welcome you guys once again. This is the Third game. There's a small talk over here. They had some issues with the colors, so we had to call for an admin re, because the colors were wrong. I mean, the positions were wrong. For this tournament, teams had to private message the positions of all their team members before the game begins, so that they don't adjust the colors and the positions in the game lobby, right? And yeah, one of the players had the wrong position, so they had to start over. Anyway, their game is gonna be played on Migration, and this time around I think positions are different. Let me see. So we're gonna have... Oh, this time around we don't have Back T anymore, because he had to go to sleep, so he got replaced by Cool. So we have Cool on the right hand side. There we go. On the right hand side, and he's gonna be fighting against Aramis. Then we have ACCM on the left hand side, and he is gonna be fighting against Tatakai. Then both pockets are gonna be Maxi and Say My Name. Oh my god, the score. What happened over here? This is supposed to be 2. Jesus. There we go. Sorry about that. Yes, there you go. Scoreboard should be updated now. So 4 civilizations on the right flanks. We're gonna have Italians versus Japanese, actually. Then on the left, we are gonna have Japanese versus Persians. And this is interesting. This is an interesting one. Persian flank on Migration against ACCM. Then both pockets are gonna be Mayans and Japanese. Oh, sorry, Mayans and Persians. So I'm not really sure about this. What? Persian flank? Are we gonna see a douche? I don't think we're gonna see a douche. There's no way. I'm kind of confused now. So for Japanese, in the case of Aramis versus Italians, well, Italians are going to be a very nice water civilization, but so is Japanese. Japanese in particular get faster working fishing ships that have twice the HP and +2 Pierce armor. So as you can see, fire galleys are gonna be taking ages to take fishing ships down from Japanese. So the Italian player is gonna be getting cheaper fish. We're gonna see tankier and faster working fish from Aramis over here. Then from fire galleys from the Italian player, they're gonna be taking ages to take down the Japanese, so they're gonna have to go for galleys if they want to do any sort of damage over there, which is of course going to be going down super fast to fire ships. And actually, I am not completely sure what goes down faster under constant attack, if a galley goes down faster to a fire galley than a Japanese fishing ship goes down to a regular galley. But anyway, on the left, ACCM playing as Japanese himself, he's going to be banking on that faster working fishing ships bonus. Against Persians, that's an interesting one because Persians are primarily a cavalry civilization, but they also get a very nice bonus in that dogs get twice the HP and they work faster as well. So he could potentially get a small lead when trying to boom, especially now that he's going for the second dock. And then that could also be super relevant when migrating over to the main island. Yes. Yes, they are a good water civilization. I was just not so sure about Be in pocket. Be in flank, I'm sorry. But twice the HP and 10, 15 and 20% faster working depending on the age, starting from fuel age up until Imperial age, is gonna be valuable when producing military units. It's more unlikely also that he's gonna be losing any. And fuel age is already on the way for cool and for ACCM. What are they gonna be going for? It's 22 villagers only for the yellow player. Second dog coming up. He doesn't have a third one. And ACCM also getting the second dog up. I think we already had two from the Japanese, right? Over here, yes. This is the Persian, sorry. The Japanese over here, yes. Third one coming up. Persian on 2 dogs only. And the Japanese over here on 2 dogs, already in fuel age. Gonna be going for fire galleys, and we're gonna see fire galleys on the way for cool as well. So this is to be expected by Aramis and also by Tatakai. We're gonna have to wait and see if they're gonna have enough time though to react to this, because they already got spotted. Aramis already got spotted. Left hand side, not completely sure about the ACCM scouting information. He doesn't know, but he's sending some units. He found some sheep though, and he's gonna be Turkeys actually, and he's gonna be scouting the middle map with that, the middle of the map. And there we go. Oh my god, it's taking so long. It's taking so freaking long. Take a look at that. That fishing ship is under 2 fire galleys. Fire, and it's taking ages to go down. Aramis should be able to repair this. Does he have villagers at hand? He's not sending villagers to repair this. So he's just moving his fishing ships around. He's gonna be hitting fuel age now, and he's gonna be going for his own fire galleys. Probably demolition rafts as well. That's an army combination that we're gonna need to see. Yeah, there we go. Demolition raft and fire galley. And that's good. Over here on the left hand side, ACCM's being going for the fire ships himself, for the fire galleys. At this point in time, he has not found a single. Oh, he did. So blue took a little bit of damage over there. And blue went for the demolition raft as well. But don't use it against a single unit. Oh man. That is so bad. It seems like ACCM managed to get 1 kill though. But you can clearly see how these fishing ships are going down so much faster than Japanese. So extra Pierce armor is fantastic for green over here. And it's going to be very good for red over there. And Aramis is under heavy fire. Now he does have 8 extra eco units, so that is also taking the fishing ships into account. And if he loses everything, I think he's still going to be 2 villagers ahead. But if he manages to hold on, then that's going to be a huge eco lead for him. See my name going up to Castle Age though. While Max is still in Dark Age with 53. There we go, he hits Fuel Age with 53 eco units. But now he's getting harassed by the yellow player over here. And Aramis is gonna need to, defend Maxi with his own fire galleys. Maxi being in Fuel Age is gonna be able to produce his own military units or navy units. So what is he going for? Not going for anything at this point in time. Small engagement over there as ACCM just manages to land with the villager. But the villager gets taken down! And the transport ship goes down for Tatakai actually, I think. No, it was a ACCM transport ship. So the villager goes down, the transport ship goes down as well. There's another transport ship over here, or was it a transport ship from Tatakai? I'm not completely sure. I think it might have been from the blue player. But still, KD is looking in favor of VNS. Almost 2-1. Villager count or eco units count for Argentina is so much higher though, about 30 higher, so on average about 10 extra eco units for each player. And while we do have Say My Name in Castle Age, with a few villagers in the middle island going for a TC even, he is still not going to be wildly ahead in villager count, at least not for the time being. There's a lot of harassing everywhere in the map. Everywhere. Green versus red over here. Teal versus red over here. Then we have blue versus red over here. Sorry, teal versus green. And green versus red. Okay, there we go. Red's everywhere. ACCM's been doing a good job. Cool is on 14 Navy units though, so that is going to be fantastic. And this is what we needed to see. Regular galleys can take down fishing ships, even if it's from Japanese on 6 volleys only. I think they do have bonus damage, so each shot is going to take 10 HP away, I think. So it's actually going to be 12 volleys, but it's going to be a lot faster than fire galleys. Max's transport ship is probably not going to be transporting a lot of units anytime soon. Where is it? Okay, it's going to be transporting 2 villagers. There we go. Monastery on the way. Monastery, interesting choice as well. Left hand side, another skirmish over here. A lot of fire galleys. Trades have been in favor of ACCM so far. You can see that these units have already taken 6 kills. Mostly military as well, so 6 military units going down. But Tatakai's got the numbers. Both players going on their way to Castle H. Going out to Castle H, I mean. More villagers being transported over for Maxi. And he still has a solid villager lead. Pretty much everyone else except for Say My Name. He was idle a little bit over there, gonna be getting TC up here. And that was very nice scouting, so he's gonna be getting access to stone, access to gold, wood. Even a little bit of food if he wanted to hunt. But now the monks up, and let's see, we have 1 player from each team. In the middle island, we have the second TC up already for Say My Name. We have 1 stable and the second stable coming up, and he's gonna be going for knights. And he's sending the knights over here like right away. We have monks, so this is not going to be that bad for Maxi. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too bad. This is gonna be interesting though. ACCM still did not get the war galley upgrade, so these are going to be fire ships versus fire galleys. And ACCM is gonna have to flee. There we go. He's got the fire ship upgrade now. He's got the demolition ship. He's got 3 demolition ships, and let's take a look. The HP pool over here looking that much better for Tatakai, but the huge shots! All the shots landing very well and equalizing the HP pool. Military count's gonna be looking in favor of ACCM now, as they are fighting very close to his own base. He's gonna be able to bring reinforcement units super quick into the fight. And all of a sudden things are gonna be looking a lot better for the red players, so those were fantastic shots. On the back of VNA's base, Aramis is trying to do some damage over here, and Say My Name is... yeah, it's set to lose all of these fishing ships. If Aramis just stops 2 of these fire ships, Oh, say my name. Yeah, say my name should be losing everything over here. Purple player does not really have anything on water. He was just banking on being the pocket. And he was banking on both the yellow player to defend him and the red player to defend him. And yellow's been getting dominated by green. Red's been getting dominated by blue. Not without taking losses though. Blue did lose a fair amount of units, as you can see from the KD, but now water control seems to be in favor of the Argentinian team. As I say that, Aramis is transporting a few villagers over. And we're gonna see a TC coming up. We already have the castle up here from Maxi as well, so he's gonna be going for plumed archers. We can see already that the forward knights from Say My Name got converted, or at least one of them. Barracks on the way. So it's probably gonna be plumed archers and pikemen. And Maxi on his way to Imperial Age is not gonna be looking too bad. So he did lose a little bit of his villager lead, but they should be able to bounce back. So first of all, they are getting the water control, which is gonna be important. Then Mayans are so freaking cheap to produce units with, especially if you stick to plumed archers, that having a not so huge eco is not going to be an issue for Aramis for sure. For Maxi, sorry. And then Aramis bringing some villagers to the middle once again. It's gonna be very nice. This is pretty much in favor of Aramis for sure. Left hand side, still very much in favor of Tatakae. Say My Name is also going out to Imperial Age, so it's going to be an Imp Persian player. And then we're gonna have an Imp Mayan player. So plumed archers alone, unless you have a huge mass, is not going to be that good against Persians because of the team bonus. For the purple civilization, so Persian cavalry units from the knight line. So knights, cavalier, and paladin, they get 2 bonus attack against foot archer units. So getting the halberdier is very important. It was actually one of the first technologies that Teal went for upon hitting Imperial Age. But then we're also gonna need the plumed archers to go around, potentially try to raid. Another castle on the way for Maxi. And this is gonna be a matter of whether or not Say My Name is gonna be able to mass enough units that Cavalier are not gonna have that hard of a time against the Halberdier. But Max is doing a very good job. And to be fair, also Tatakae and Aramis are doing a good job on water. So eco unit count is looking in favor of Argentina. Military count is looking in favor of Argentina by a long shot as well. Getting close to 3 times as much army. What I would love to see though would be from Argentina to bring some ranged units into the mix, because the fire ships are not really going to be able to deny a lot of the eco over here. Now I am not completely sure if they just want to hold on to the land advantage that they have right now or not. Well, blue is going for some galleys. Or he was going for some galleys. Where are they? There we go. War galley now. So he might be thinking about that. Second TC on the way for Teal as well. The Halberdier are going to be protecting the plumed archers and the trebuchet. And that TC is probably going to be going down. Twice the HP for Persians. Still not a match for trebuchets. Left hand side, right hand side, still in favor of the Argentinian team. And now we have some war galleys over here from Aramis as well, so it's gonna be in a nice position to actually start denying a lot of eco. Let's take a look at this though, as we have Cool bringing a few military units, and this navy is still probably not going to be that good. There's only 8 units against 12 over here, and I'm quite sure that Aramis probably has more units around, not visible at this point in time. Let's see though, here comes a huge demolition shot, but Aramis is paying attention, so he's gonna be going back. That was a little bit anticlimactic, and this is gonna be going heavily in favor of Cool now. There is no demolition ship that's gonna save him from this. And over here, back on the land, we still don't have Cavalier though. And what happened? I thought he was going... Wait a moment, he was going for Cavalier. What happened? Did he lose the stable? I don't think so. Did he? Or did I just see... Did he cancel? I don't think he canceled. Did I see things the wrong way? Anyway. These knights are not going to be able to fight against Halberdier. So TC is already low HP enough that it can be taken down by Halberdier. This one's going to be going down as well, and the halves over here are going to be taking the knights super easily. Super easily. The one thing that Say My Name could potentially do, try to go around, debate the Halberdier, gain a safe distance between the knights and the halves, and try to snipe all three trebuchets. I think he might be able to do that. Yeah, but right now he's in a pickle. Getting hand cannoneers out, and he's gonna need quite a few before he can effectively push the Halberdier back. And then again, we're also gonna have plumed archers from the TL players somewhere. So the hand cannoneer also not gonna be a permanent answer to that. Maybe skirmishers. But it's a very rough situation over here for the purple player. Getting one TC up with however many villagers he's got left in the middle. Oh man, this is sloppy. This is super bad. So VNA without back T seem to be struggling a little bit more against Argentina. This is still not the night and day situation that we had in game 1 and game 2. But Arch is definitely on the lead. We finally see Tatakaya moving over to the middle as well. With a single villager is going to be getting the first TC up over there. Ring Archer armor on the way for these units. And this is a good amount of units for purple. Probably not gonna be enough though. Yeah, trebuchets are still in place. Imperial Lich is on the way for the blue player, who's finally been sending some war galleys around red space, so he's been denying some eco for sure. Red's trying to get the keeps up. Guard towers at this point. He's still in Castle Age. Unfortunately, he does not have a castle yet, so he cannot go for Yasama. VNA's banking on Say My Name now to get them back into the game. There are 10 villagers behind at the highest villager count. Say My Name versus Maxi. Tatakai and armies are in a very good spot. Best of 5, mister. Let me make that clear. There we go. More castles on the way, and this is kind of reminiscent to a castle rush. Oh no, man, I don't know about this. ACCN's got a lot of villagers. Is that going to be enough though? Let's see. Yeah, the castle from ACCM is going to be going up a little bit faster, but I don't think Maxi is going to be getting denied. Max's castle is going to be getting denied. Just going to be getting delayed a little bit. But there we go, it's going up regardless. And when compared to Red, he's got such a huge villager lead that it doesn't really matter, losing a few over here. More tree shots on the way, halberdier, plumed archers, and elite skirmishers are good. Scale bard and armor coming up for Tatakai, so what is he gonna bring to the table? He's gonna be going for cavalry units. His back base is packed, so he's gonna need to bring the stables up over here in the main island. He's been getting a lot of upgrades, man, but he does not have any units out yet. So what is the way back over here for VNA? They are not that behind, but it's gonna be tricky now because the middle island is definitely in favor of Argentina. We have a lot of castles over here, TCs, everything from all three players. The only control we have from VNA is over here from purple, but he is getting pushed. Especially if you're gonna see Cavalier coming out from the blue player. Yeah, stables on the way. If we're gonna see Cavalier from the blue player, then those skirmishers and hand cannoneer are not gonna be that effective anymore. Especially those knights are not gonna be that effective anymore. Yellow's over here. Yellow's probably been here for like the last 5 to 10 minutes. And he's still wildly behind everyone else in villager count. So I think the only way back now is to bank on the Persian player from VNA. Try and do damage. And going for Cap Ram is a good choice. Siege Ram is on the way, which is what I was going to suggest next. Getting Siege Ram out first, that is going to contain the plumed archers a little bit. They are not going to be going down as fast to halberdier, so they're going to be giving the skirmishers and the hand cannoneer time to reduce the numbers of hand cannoneer and heavy, elite skirmishers, sorry. And then they can push. Because so far, it's taking so freaking long for blue to bring his cavalier onto the field that it's given VNA a lot of time to react, but I think it's probably not going to be enough. I am not really sure if I should say that VNA has been very slow to react to this, or if they have just not had the chance. The resources are not looking that good, but just as I say that, ACCM's with a lot of wood. So eco balance has not been the best for the red player over here. Could have been a little bit better for other players as well. But I'm not really sure if it's enough now. We do have the siege ram, which are going to contain the plumed archers, but then we're gonna have cavalier out from... Oh! Light cavalry from Tatakai? Instead of going for cavalier? That's interesting. I wonder about the other stables though. He was going for like 6, decided to go for a little bit less. Getting a castle up here. We're allowed to see a war elephant. I'm not really sure how realistic that is. The Twig and Nikab play too. No, Twig is not playing in any of these teams. Nikab he is playing for outsiders. So he is playing with MBL and Fire as well. And this is not Nations Cup, no, this is Rise to Glory as it says in the title. Maxi was taking an awful fight. But it's still okay, it seems like... Oh man. I think Say My Name was doing a very good job over here, but then we had some siege ram coming out from Maxi as well, which was kind of neutralizing the siege ram from VNA. And I think it took way too long for VNA to react here in the middle. I did like the switch over to hand cannoneer and elite skirmishers, but we didn't see cavalier at any point in time, which is for the cost is a super good value upgrade. So those knights were not as tanky, and even though he did manage to snipe the trebuchets eventually, I think he could have done that earlier with cavalier. Anyway, well played. Score is going to be 2-1. Still in favor of VNA. And what is this, man? What is... How can I... Okay, give me a moment. How do I change this? It's actually 2-1 in favor of VNA still. There we go. But at the very least, Argentina is not out without a good fight. And we're gonna jump into the fourth game. Who would have thought? Giving VNA a run for their money. It's looking pretty good for Argentina. The surprise for you is that this and the Rulers of Ram versus Alliance set were the only ones that wasn't 3-0. I'm super happy about this, man, because I obviously want to see Argentina give a good fight. And they did, and I think Migration was one of the maps that they were actually preparing and working on strategies and whatnot, and it seems to have paid off. Now, I am not really sure if it would have been a different story with Back T still here instead of Cool. I don't want to speculate, so I'm just not gonna do it. But Argentina certainly played very, very well. Do we have the... Okay, warm and cold colors, there we go. Third game of the best of 5 series. Once again, everything's wrong, so give me a quick second. This is not right. Just a moment. Score for Team 2 is 2. Okay, there we go, 2-1. Fourth game, potentially a match point for VNA. Dak played in the first 2 games, then he had to go to sleep. These games were played last week, by the way. So we are casting the recorded games. We did this in this manner because we wanted to avoid a lot of downtime between games. We wanted to avoid all the delays and stuff that are natural in live sets, and we are only gonna be doing semifinals and grand finals live, which of course are going to be the highest in hype. Yeah, the scoreboard, kind of trolling. It's okay though, it's okay. We managed to fix it. Sorta. Anyway, what do we have? This time around it's gonna be Tatakai in the south flank versus ACCM. And that's gonna be Spanish versus Burmese. Interesting. So both are monastery civilizations, but Spanish are gunpowder and monks. Burmese are just elephants and monks. So we're gonna have the meat shield versus the damage, and both are gonna be with good monks. Then in the north flank we're gonna have Cool versus Maxi, which are going to be playing Mayans versus Aztecs. That's also an interesting one. Mayans not only get fantastic Plume Archers, but they get very, very good Eagle Warriors. With El Dorado, they are overall some of the best Eagle Warriors in the game. Aztecs do get fantastic infantry though, on top of monks, which is why they are an infantry and monk civilization. And they get the best monks in the game as well. Against Mayans, probably monks are not going to be playing a huge role. Against the Pocket, maybe. And speaking of which, Pockets are going to be Say My Name playing as Indians versus Aramis playing as Gods. And that's an interesting one. So we have fantastic monks, very good infantry here for the Aztec player, versus Mayans who get very good Eagle Warriors and Plume Archers. And then also we are gonna see elephants probably from the Burmese player, camels from the Indian player more than likely. So monks are going to be very relevant for Maxi. Gods, if they can get to the late game, then it's going to be a very nice addition as well, being able to go for Huskars and Halberdier. That's going to be very hard for the Mayan player to counter, for even the Burmese player and the Indian player to counter. And I think the civilization choices here for Argentina are looking very good. And then Spanish, of course. Packing a punch in Castle Age. Secret is playing, yes, but they did not play the first round because they were unable to find a good time to play the games against Denmark, so Denmark decided to resign. Yes, yes, thank you. A and B is the one. Yeah, the outsiders. Should you call them A and B though? They have fire. Yes, exactly. They resigned because technically they were going to be getting the admin win because it was Secret, the team that could not play. So Denmark was going to be the team moving over to the round of 8. But they decided to resign and let Secret move on because they knew that if they played anyway, it was very unlikely that they were gonna move on. So they took the hit. You pronounce El Dorado very well. Do you speak Spanish? Yes, I am a native Spanish speaker. I am from Argentina. Good guy, Denmark. Absolutely, man. And also, having them resigning like that is going to make for a very interesting quarterfinal series. If we have VNA moving on, they should be the ones playing against Secret, or Argentina A, depends on who wins this. But that is going to make for a very interesting quarterfinals. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you, man. Yes, I'm an Argentinian. They might be arranging a show match between Secret and Denmark in the future. Well, I am not aware of that. I would love to see that, by the way. But yeah, I am not aware of any of that. Anyway, PLH has been reached already for Say My Name, and ACCM is going forward now with Villagers and Men at Arms. The reason why this is such a good play for Burmese in particular is that infantry for them gets +1 bonus attack per age starting in Fuel Age. So yeah, these militias, just by getting to Fuel Age, are going to be getting +1, and that is not accounting for forging. So if he goes for forging, that would be +2 even. So Men at Arms from Burmese are fantastic. I would say they are probably the second best in the game after Japanese only. And yeah, the tower is already on the way. Tatakai is still in Dark Age, so he's not going to be able to go for a defensive tower himself, and we are going to see some houses coming up here. Just kind of panic walling everywhere that is in range of the tower, but the right hand side still going to be a single layer of palisades, so we are probably going to see the red player going over here and taking this. I don't know about that though. He's going to be going for another tower over here. So it's a trash on the left hand side. Then what is the situation in the north? Maxi is already in Fuel Age, getting the market up. Bunch of villagers as well. He already has the resources to go up. Getting the blacksmith up is a little bit sloppy though. He kind of has the resources, but not quite. So eco balance here could have been a little bit better, and I think by the time this goes up, he's probably not gonna have enough gold anyway. Okay, there we go. He's dropping the gold. Oh, 119. Okay, there we go. Castle H on the way for Maxi, but that was definitely a little bit sloppy. Meanwhile, the second tower coming up over here very close to the stone, so instead of breaking through over here, he chose to target the resources. And the genius thing about this is that he's going to be pushing the Spanish player away from stone, so he's not going to be able to get a castle up. Without conquistadors, Spanish are going to suffer a lot. And not only that, but we also have Say My Name over here with 2 scouts trying to break through Aramis base, and Aramis is going to be banking on going up to Imperial Age and getting a very good eco so that he can spam his infantry units. Defensive tower coming up for sure. And Tatakai, man, this is sloppy land. This is sloppy land. Take a look at the resources. He doesn't have a market up. You can definitely feel the pressure. ACCM's done enough damage. He pushed the Spanish player away from stone, so he's moving over to the next guy. And the next guy really needs to make it to late game with a very nice eco. He cannot be contested like that. He is the pocket. He shouldn't be in this situation. And yet, here we are. A lot of scouts, Minotaurs, villagers coming over. We're gonna see a tower being dropped. Palisades being broken. Destroyed. Right hand side though, we have a few villagers from Maxi going forward, so we might see something going on over here. Let's see. Siege Workshop and Monastery coming up. So the Aztec player is going to be going for Monks and Siege, which is good. I like it. I definitely like that. Against Mayans is not going to be that effective though, because we already have a castle coming up, so Mangonels are not going to be very good pushing against this. He's going to have to attack from a different angle, but that's going to be a very big zoning area that castle is going to be providing. And Plume Archers are not really going to be struggling that much against Mangonels and Monks. We're going to have to wait and see. It's going to be a matter of micro, and between Vietnam and Argentina, they're going to have a fair bit of lag, so we might see things going one way or the other. It depends on how things are played. Tatakai going up finally, Say My Name going up as well, so that's going to leave us with only ACCM in Fuel H. And he's not getting close, he's just been going for towers. Aramis was not paying that much attention over there. Fortunately for him, ACCM was not paying that much attention anyway, so that villager is gonna survive for the time being. And the first few siege weapons and monks are coming out over here from the green player. Conversion coming up. Conversion not gonna connect. He deleted the scout. Eagle Scout. TC coming up for Aramis. Second and third TC coming up for him. Defending with a single Mangonel against scouts, and he's open over there. Oh man, this is looking so bad for the God player. Mangonel is gonna survive for the time being, but that villager is probably gonna be going down. Let's see. A villager is gonna survive for now. Not an attack round, but still 2 Minotaurs probably gonna be going down. There we go. What is the next step for red? He's gonna be dropping another tower over here, and the God player gonna be chilling for the time being. Still defending with that Mangonel. A lot of idle eco, 1/3 of his eco idle at this point in time. And actually, the Spanish player managed to get the castle up, so we're gonna see some conquistadors coming out and don't rule Argentina out of this game, although ACCM is going for a few stone walls over there. Is he gonna be able to finish that up on time? Tatakai is gonna be massing the conquistadors. Does he know about this? He doesn't know about the walls. If he doesn't send the conquistadors forward ASAP, the walls are gonna be up, and he's not gonna be able to do anything with those units. Right hand side, once again, we have the Plume Archers, the Eagle Scouts, and the Monks. We're not gonna see a whole lot of siege coming out from Maxi, just a single Scorpion over there to supplement the Mangonel. We already have Plume Archers on the way, so it seems like Cool took a little bit of a hit over here with some units. He's gonna be healing them up for sure. So with about 10 Plume Archers, 15 Plume Archers, that Mangonel is not really gonna be doing a whole lot. Oh man, and this is sloppy. Maxi almost losing a Monk, but he's gonna be losing one. Let's see, he's gonna try to get the conversion, but I don't think it's going to connect, and the Monk's gonna be going down without taking the Plume Archer. And these units are probably going to be able to take the mangonel as well, but let's see, he's going to be trying to get the other monk, and 2-3 conversions coming up. 1 conversion is going to connect, and the other pulm archer I think got taken down by the mangonel, so couldn't get the conversion. He's been able to reduce the numbers from yellow's units quite a little bit. Only 2 left over there, and it seems like the monk strategy is going to be working. We're going to need a larger mass of pulm archers over here for yellow to effectively push green away. And the score lead is over there for Argentina, the underdog, holding on against VNA. And I think this is what everyone wants to see, right? A game number 5. Now those conquistadors are finally out. We have 5 over here going forward. First they went back just to defend against the villagers, but they didn't manage to get those down anyway. So does he know about the walls already? He doesn't. He doesn't. He probably knows this way though. I'm not really sure if those conquistadors are going back because he's sending them that way, or if he just tried to click beyond the walls and they are going back because it's walled. But anyway, that tower is going to be going down. Villagers are going to be going down as well. Back at home, Maxi keeps pushing, and he knows he won't be able to push after the castle, so he's moving over to the next guy, and it's going to be the same situation than ACCM. ACCM cannot do any more damage to blue, so he moves over to teal. It's going to be the same for Maxi, getting fervor even to get some speed onto these monks. And what is Say My Name situation over here? Only 3 villagers ahead than Aramis. Is also on 3 TCs. Now Indians are gonna be able to go out to Imperial Age a little bit faster, or actually a lot faster than Gods while booming because of the cheaper villagers. In Castle Age it's gonna be 20% cheaper villas for him. So yeah, those camels probably not gonna want to engage that huge amount of monks. 1 TC might be going down. We have 2 magnets over here, so it's gonna be on Say My Name to take this game back. He's gonna have to go for some light cavalry, and he's already going for them. A pulm archer already spotted this, so he should know. I mean, of course, the Indian player is gonna be going for stables, so it's not gonna be a surprise to find one. But he should know what's coming his way. We do have 3 Magnos. I think he needs to be a little bit more aggressive against this. Unfortunately, the gold pile over here is not going to make it that easy for him to properly place his Magnos, so he's going to try to break this open. Oh, this is bad though. This is bad. How did Cole manage to break through? Oh no, I think Maxi actually deleted this at some point. Not really sure why, but now the pulm archers managed to sneak into his base, and he's been losing some villagers, so that's 1, 2 villagers going down at the very least. Make that 3 actually. Oh, and he's on 26 either villagers out of 48. That is not good. Now this CC might be going down, but let's take a look over here. The reaction time was super slow for Maxi. Unfortunately, was probably paying attention somewhere else, and those monks are going down by the dozen. And I think they're gonna be getting cleaned up. Let's see, we still managed to get a few conversions though. But those light cavalry are gonna be fighting against camels now, and I think finally all the remaining monks are gonna be going down. That is such a huge investment loss. Another monk going down. Now we have these pulm archers over here, and we need to get the conversion. There we go, conversion coming up. But not gonna connect. That's only a single monk against the light cavalry, and now we have another light cavalry over here, and I think those magnets are gonna be going down. These pulm archers are also in a very nice spot to defend against the monks, and all of a sudden Maxi losing villagers back at home to the pulm archers until he received the Scorpions from Aramis, losing his forward to a lot of cavalier, actually, sorry, light cavalry. Which, to be fair, he should have been expecting, so I'm not really sure if he should have gone for barracks. I think probably that should have been a thing for green over here, but yeah. There's definitely an issue for Argentina. They were in a very nice spot. Maxi in particular was in a very nice spot, but now they are behind in score. Cool is going up to Imperial H. Getting ballistics as well, so we're gonna see a bunch of plume archers. And he's even going forward with a bunch of villagers. He already has enough stone to go for a castle, so he's probably gonna drop one. And where is he going to drop the castle? Monastery on the way for Maxi back at home, but I think it's probably a little bit too late. He's not going to have enough time to produce units to counter the plume archers coming up. Now we also have Arambai from the red player harassing Tatakai. So Conquistadors, he didn't really have a whole lot left. He's gonna be producing Conquistadors right now, but by the time he gets the 5th out, maybe, those Arambai are long gonna be taking lives anyway. And this is rough. Aramis is going out to Imperial Age. He's on 87 villagers, still not quite there in terms of the god bonus, the god eco that he is gonna need. But it can't wait. It can't wait. We need the Halberdier, we need the Huskars everywhere right now, please, because these guys can be going down for sure. Without help, of course. Plume archers and light cavalry now broke through as the forward castle went up for VNA school. Siege workshops coming up. But this is two 100 population players versus Maxi, who is a 59. He does not have anything to defend this with. Just doesn't. He just doesn't. He added the 2nd and the 3rd TC a little bit too late. 3rd TC even got denied by the plume archers. And Cool is on, yeah, almost an Imperial Age, so he's gonna be going for a Trebuchet. Just get a single Trebuchet and that's gonna be game, I think. Maxi is in a very precarious situation. Husk died to Arambai, but they can raid. And this is not a huge amount of Arambai as well. Against Conquistadors though, oh. Ah, that's gonna be bad. Let's see. Okay, this is good. Elite Huskar on the way for Aramis, who's got the castle here very close to Maxi's base. Yeah, I think Spearmen were definitely overdue for Maxi. That Trebuchet's gonna be taking the TC down, and Maxi is pretty much out of the game at this point. He doesn't have anything to defend with. He's migrating all his economy towards Aramis' base, but Aramis is really struggling against the Arambai on his own. We have some Huskars, but is it too late? It probably is. Second forward castle coming out from the yellow player as well, and that TC is going down. I'm not really sure if it's worth it though to try and reseed that farm at this point in time. But he's stuck over here. Keep in mind that this guy is on 59 villagers. 43 are stuck. They cannot get out of the base with the plume archers over here and the light cavalry over here. They just can't. That is 44 out of 59, and we even have 2 extra villagers over here to make that 46. Which means that he only has 13 villagers outside the walls. Which means that he is effectively dead. Now we have Camels coming forward from the Indian player. Heavy camel on the way. Those are going to become Imperial camels as well. And even barracks coming up, so we might see El Dorado Eagle Warriors. And on the other side, we still have the blue player getting harassed by the Arambai. Really struggling to contain this push. And while population might not look that different, remember that we have like 50 villagers that actually are not good for Maxi. It's just a matter of time for they to go down. Those two DCs, even they cannot shelter that amount of ills, only 30. So if they just went forward, he would still be losing like 20 villagers, sorry. That he just cannot fit in the TCs anyway. Those heavy camels are also going to be very nice against the Huskars. Yeah, man, this very nice choke point. We're gonna need to delete both of these. Or maybe not. Well, another castle is coming up, so he's not gonna need a choke point anyway. Arambai finally going down to the pikeman. Very nice wall over here, a nice trap. But we have a second castle on the hill coming up for ACCM as well. Do we have pikemen on the way for the god player? Not really. 120 villagers, that is more like it. So maybe pikeman, halberdier would help a little bit. But yeah. ACCM is now in Imperial Age. We are gonna see trebuchets out. We don't have trebuchets on the way for the Spanish player, which means that the castle from the Burmese player are gonna stay up. And we have some Alps from blue. Maxi might be slightly dead, just a tiny bit, yeah. 38 villagers. 38 villagers, so it exactly what we predicted happened. He got pushed and he didn't have enough garrison in space on the TCs, and it's so hard to keep track of everything, by the way, so sorry about missing that onslaught. But they are slaying everywhere else anyway. Alright, this is okay. This is good. The halberdiers and the Huskars are doing a decent job against the Pulm Archers and the camels, the Imperial camels. So Tatakaya still has a healthy population, sort of. Aramis is certainly there. But they are going to be struggling against this. The small things, as we were discussing, from VNA. So they are kind of staying afloat, but they are on the back foot all the time. VNA are certainly keeping them on their toes. Now we have some trade as well from VNA. And Max's base has turned into a rainbow. Very nice quick walls coming up over here, so those are gonna be making for very nice choke points. The villager lead and the military lead are widening by the minute though, which is not good news for Argentina. Hello, mister. This game looks great, but where is Maxi? I don't know, man. I see him in the list of players, but I cannot find a green unit. Kappa. Nah, of course. He's over here. Still going for monks, but he's been, oh man, taking an abysmal KV. Each one of those monks going down is 100 gold going to waste. Now I feel like Aramis is doing whatever he can, man. He's producing Huskars as fast as humanly possible, but his economy is not quite there just yet. He does have a lot of farms, but it's probably not enough over here, and he is pretty much 1v2ing. Say my name, and also cool. And Maxi got pushed away from the gold as well, so he's not gonna be able to go for more monks. Yeah, I think Oasis would have been the last map, because map number 2 was Island, map number 3 was Migration, and this is VNA's home map. Sultan's on the way for Say My Name as well, which is going to increase gold income from trading. In the south, Argentina are getting pushed back by Arambai, but we do have some siege rams over here and halberdier. So that might be something. Send the ram forward, then the halberdier on the back. Could be something. So Tatakai is holding on once again. Aramis' population is looking good, but his economy is not really allowing for the god spam that we need, and actually all of his units are going forward one by one and going down one by one as well, of course. 16 barracks. This is not the god spam that you were probably hoping for. I'm not completely sure if he went for perfusion as well or not. Bar cannon out for ACCM. I'm gonna be kind of countering the siege ram, but not that much. We don't have any trade from Argentina, which is gonna be an issue, as I'm really sure how much gold is left for Aramis. Let's see. Well, he still has like 2400 at the very least, probably more. Yeah, probably more over here from this gold that he's sharing with with Maxi, sorry. And now these barracks are making for beautiful, beautiful choke points for the Mayan and the Indian player. And I honestly cannot believe that Maxi is still working with these TCs. A TC is coming up with cool with 2 villagers now, 2 siege workshops. These siege workshops are going to be taking down the TCs, and that is a lot of villagers from Maxi that are going to be going down. That's going to be 20 out of 14. Also remember that slinging has been heavily nerfed for the tournament, so people are not able to send resources unless they are in Imperial Age and have researched coinage. And even then the taxes are too high, so you're really gonna be banking on skill over here, and skill seems to be what VNA has over Argentina, as that castle is probably gonna be getting denied. And Aramis is gonna be taking more and more losses and getting pushed harder and harder, and over here in the south still getting pushed by ACCM. Tatakai is not gonna find any solutions to this situation. Halberdier on the way from red, Arambai on the way, bombard cannon, trebuchets, cat ram, battering ram, potentially cat ram at some point, but it's an unsustainable situation. Argentina knows it, and that is how Vietnam Legends, aka VNA, is gonna be moving over to the next round to fight Secret in the quarterfinals. So congratulations to VNA, taking the series 3-1 after 2 very, very commanding games in number 1 and number 2. Very nice clutch in number 3 for Argentina, and eventually game number 4, as you just saw. Very well played by VNA. So guys, that was it for this series. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have another one, and this makes the final series of round number 1. On Tuesday, we are going to have 2 series from the quarterfinals. On Thursday, we're gonna have the remaining 2. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be insane days, super hectic. A lot of games coming our way from the best teams in the world, so I hope you're hyped. We are certainly super hyped, and I couldn't be happier to be hosting this tournament together with the rest of the Bully official streaming team, which, by the way, yeah, is funding this with our own money. So GG, let's go back now and let's actually jump into the raffle, shall we?